Hello. So, this is Wonder Boy the Dragon's Trap, or Wonder Girl, because it's remake and has female character, and we actually had a bid war for character choice. So how is that?
Yes. Well, let me see. And Wonder Girl won by
Oh,
$5. So we are
nice.
playing Wonder Girl, the Dragon's Trap.
Yes.
Enjoy the run.
Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. 3, 2, 1, go. So, the game finishes when the Wonder Boy in Monsterland. Game starts when where Wonder Boy in Monsterland finishes. We find the lair of the Mecha Dragon, and we're gonna just go and slay him. So in this game, this final castle is very straightforward. In original game, I never played it, but I saw Berlin Dude run it, and it's really long and twisted maze. Like, good luck getting through that without any walkthrough. And there's actually a little skip. We can change graphics to retro, and that skips a splash screen before the boss fight. The boss is this Mecha Dragon, which can only be hit in the head. And in the Wonder Boy in Monsterland he deals a lot of damage, but here he's a pushover. And okay. And he released that flame which cursed us, and now we're a dragon. So now we embark on quest to find a cure to that curse. Also, I tried to get some money because I'm gonna buy a better weapon once I'm in the town. And I think I'm 1 coin short, but that's okay. There are some enemies outside of castle. And yes, the game has retro mode, but for some reason it strains my eyes, so I usually don't run it. Also, the remade graphics are really good, and retro sound. Which is really nice, but I really like orchestrated soundtrack of the remake. And here I was going to do fast stairs, but there's always some block here that drops on me. I'm just unlucky with it, and I couldn't get it. It saves about 10 seconds or more, I don't quite remember. Okay, so these enemies can drop some money or sub-weapons. I don't really care for sub-weapons because there's planned Death Warp, because in this category you cannot save and quit. It's no major skips. And because of that we're gonna do a Death Warp. Also, if you don't understand the language, I have it set to Polish, which is my native. But anyway, it's time to do some shopping. Cause we could use a better sword. And first thing we're gonna do is head over to the beach. Because at the very end of it there is a shack with a key which we need to unlock. The way forward. So, if you want to say anything, that's a good moment. Okay. Okay. If I fell in the water, that's no problem. I will have to go around and exit on the surface. Okay, just this crab. So, in the easy difficulty, whenever you die, or at the start, you always have 1 potion, which saves you from death. So I had 1 here, but now it's time for Death Warp. And there's lottery. We can win extra potion, but it wastes a bit of time, so it's better if I not win anything. Let's see. Okay, now that Death Warp's over, we can go here and grab extra heart. There are hearts hidden all over the place. And there's one quality of life feature this game has over the original. In original you have to collect all the heart containers in order, or the chests will be empty. Here you can collect them in any order, which is good because we can skip one later on, which is a bit of the way. In theory I wouldn't need those anyway, but I'm not as good to run with a single heart. So there's a lot of snakes, but also those spitting plants. And if I time my fire right, I can just both destroy the fire projectile and fire forward, which is real nice. Okay. And the enemies for the most part are color-coded. The red are the weakest, the green are the medium, and blue are the toughest. Also I'm getting those sub-weapons. I'm gonna need a bit of tornadoes for later, and I also could use some fireballs and arrows for now. Okay. So now we're in the inside of Pyramid. And the heart piece I said we're gonna skip is on the other side of the pyramid, so we would have to go all over it and on the other side, and that's very time consuming. By the way, Aura, everyone points out my accent. I have no idea what's with it, but every single person points it out. Okay, now we're inside of Pyramid. And in the remake it's a bit harder, because in the original we could just gone straight through and those frogs wouldn't hit us, but here we actually have to hit them with fire or they will hit us. So, little interesting thing here. Okay, I should be fine. Yep. This room is really nice if done correctly, because you can just run forward. Like this. Okay, here not forget to jump over, because there's invisible pit in that place that I jumped over. Anyway, Mummy Dragon. So, he starts flying higher every time we hit him, and we want to hit him as far to the left as possible, because that makes him not fire. I, for example, here hit him not far enough. And also I cannot fire at him when he is after the third hit, unless I have something like fireball or arrow. I only have fire, so it's not the perfect weapon for the job, but it will do. Also the damage ideal is at random, so this might cause me to have to... Oh! That was real bad. This is first time I lost a potion to him. I did a really bad job here. Okay, he's done for. And now we're mouse, and we can cling to those checkered blocks. Also, while we're clinging, we don't get stopped if we attack or block a projectile. Also, we have a shield, so we can block some projectiles. And because of our small size, we can go into those small cavities. like this one. I actually mentioned that, but at the very beginning of the first boss fight, which was the intro boss, but probably I forgot to say, but yes, retro graphics keep splash screens you get before each dragon. And now my... well, it's not least favorite, but it's a pretty hard place, those fields. A bit of precise jumping. And also now those fireballs from Cloud chase you, like this. Hop. Hop. Aye. Okay, I'm out of potions, but that's okay. I can buy some a bit later. And now we're gonna upgrade our soul sword and shield. Not armor yet, because we're gonna get even better armor soon. I didn't get any boomerang drops, which sucks, so maybe I'll get some here. Because they are useful in this section. Oh, there we go. Also, I can get some money because I don't have potions. Another one, okay. Okay. So there's a lot of those poles here in the jungle. We just hop on them like this. Oh, am I on tornadoes? Good enough. Okay, so now I should go up there to the tower, but first I'm gonna go here and buy some potions. No, I cannot swap forms whenever I want. Form swapping will come very soon. But anyway, time for the tower. This is really long and twisted dungeon where you go back and forth, left, right, left, right, left, right. So, if you have any donations to read or something else to say, this is a good moment.
Of course, we will find always something to talk about. Well, sadly, donations are currently dripping in slowly, so you have mentioned upgrading armor. Why don't you do that at home as well with our merch store? Get a nice new shirt and or a hoodie, everything ESA themed at speedrunstore.com. And by buying those shirts, you not only get some fabulous clothes, but you are also supporting ESA and its affiliate events. So, so if you have just some room left in your cupboard, consider buying one of these. Thank you.
I have ESA shirt for ESA 2016 and 2019 and can highly recommend those. They are pretty cool.
2019 shirt, the supporter shirt is amazing. I have that and I love wearing it. It's comfy and it looks great. Check it out.
Actually, I remember that ESA 2016 shirt is similar to one of the last ESA Winter designs, which is really cool, and it's one of my favorite. Here I actually switch Sound to retro for personal preferences, I just like the retro variant of this music, which plays only during this fall sequence. Also, I missed here in chat, I'm not a rat, I'm a mouse. And mice in this game can cling to those checkered blocks, because why not? Okay. Also, I forgot to mention that room with the green ghosts is my least favorite, because I usually take a lot of damage there. Because those guys can almost one-shot me. But somehow I didn't get hit at all there, so that was real nice. Okay, and now we're heading to the zombie dragon, which is most boring boss in the game. You just stay in the corner until he emerges and you just hit him. And it's RNG how much damage you deal, so you want to see 8s, because that's max I can deal per hit. Lowest is 2, and I can deal with 1-4, because I would be left with 4 after all 8s. So let's see, so far only 8s. 5 8s in a row, very good. That's a 4. So we're still pretty good. Okay, so far this is a very good fight. Now I dealt 3 damage, which is like possibly the rarest roll you can ever see. I only see ever even numbers of damage. But that means 1 extra cycle. Now it's 2 extra cycles. And he's on the last hit point. Nice. Anyway, now we became fishmen. And first I'm gonna drop down and smack that ghost so I can get key again, cause I need one a bit later. Otherwise I would have to go to the shop, which is totally off the way. Okay, now we're gonna go back to the desert, but this time instead of going left, we're gonna head right to the canyon. Yes, there are stores, but you don't really visit them. However, we're gonna head to one just very shortly, because there is one required piece of armor that we need. Although, it can also randomly drop from enemies in the canyon. So maybe we will be able to skip this store visit, or maybe not. We shall see very shortly. Okay, so... Actually, I'm just kidding. With my luck, I'm not really going for the armor drops, but those blue guys in the lava can drop armor, which we want. It's called the Dragon Mail and it prevents all lava damage. Also, it's not intended for me to go like this, but I fell down and didn't want to get up. Ah, and this guy didn't die, which costed me a potion. Fishman has really weird shield hitbox when mid-air. So that section is harder than it seems. Anyway, here's Dragon Mail and here's more money. Also, when we buy something, unlike getting a drop, we automatically equip it, so that's why I didn't go to the menu to equip anything. Also, that skull can just knock you off the screen which is bad, but I can't really prevent it. Okay, money is looking good, so we're good to go. And now we get ability to change forms with this room. And we need a mouseman now, so... Come on, cling. And we got Thunder Ring, and oh wow, that was actually a gold. Nice. I haven't played this game much, except for preparing for this marathon, so I'm kinda surprised to see a gold. Anyway, now we head to the next dungeon, which is a sunken ship at the bottom of the sea. Also shoutouts to my brother, playing Dota. Anyway, we're back as a fishman. And we're gonna swim up. To hidden treasure in this house. Oops. My controller got a bit wacky. So first I'm gonna go over this overworld's surface section so I can dive in here. And Ocean is, I think, prime example why I don't like retro graphics in the remake. This flashing is really straining my eyes. Z in my Aria's name? I don't really understand that question, given that there's no Z in Poland, nor is there in name of my town Białystok. No. Oops, I actually forgot about those guys. Yeah. Ah, that's Ż. I can't really think of a comparable sound in English, but that's letter Ż. And that was beach, but in Polish it's plaża. Actually, letter G in French is read sometimes similarly. Yeah, I keep forgetting I'm playing on the Polish version and there are Polish words in here. This area is pretty hard, but I have 3 potions and we're heading near the end. Time for Captain Dragon, which you can stun lock actually, and I failed the first hit. Okay. When I was good at this game back in the day, I could actually do him dustless, because you can see that when he lands he makes some dust, but when you hit him early enough, there's no dust. Okay, now we're gonna head to the underground. But first, I'm gonna go this side path to grab extra heart. Because coming up is a very hard dungeon. So I'm gonna play it a bit safe. And also, most important, buy Muramasa. It's not the strongest weapon in the game, but in hands of the Lion Man, it's almost as strong as the strongest weapon in the game, so... Difference is about 5 points in the menu, which I don't even know how much is it, cause game never displays damage values, but it's very negligible. Also, there's nurse here for whatever reason. Down here, you can see broken sign, and you can actually heal there if you want. Okay, so we're gonna go here for a secret treasure. Okay, let's see. I don't even need that extra potion. Also, whenever I look at this area, it feels to me like it's at an angle compared to the original. Anyway, now we get Tasmanian Sword, which allows us to transform. In the original game it's a leftover debug feature or something like that, and it allows you to change into any form. Here, however, you can only change into forms you've unlocked, so I cannot change into human or Birdman yet. I'm yet to unlock these. Anyway, we're back to Muramasa. Because now we need damage, because this is the hardest place in the game. Daimyo Temple. The first screen is deceptively easy, because all you do is just hold right. Problem starts on the second screen, because those green ninjas catch up with you and throw a projectile at your back like this. And that's... well, as you saw, it wasn't that hard, but it makes me nervous all the time. Also those samurais which jump back as we approach and fire lightning bolts from their swords at us. Well, they are more of a ball lightnings, but you get the idea. And now we have even more ninjas. Okay, didn't have to use potion. Blue ninjas are the worst. Okay, we're at the end of this place, so one more secret. Just to heal ourselves, because we have maximum potions of 3. And time for the Daimyo Dragon. You can actually stunlock him if you keep hitting him as he rises the sword, but before he shoots the projectile. Almost did that right. And I think you can hear my dog now. I'm not sure what he's up to, but he's mad. I think Mom left to the yard and he left home. Okay, so now I'm gonna go here by extra lightning. Oh wait, I need a Tasmanian sword. Come on. He's a very small dog, but very loud. Anyway, normally you have to go here all the way around there to grab this secret, but since we can transform at will, I'll just grab this sword like this. This is Magic Saber, which allows us to transform stars into rocks. And we need it for exactly one room. A room that is coming up right now. So... come on. Okay, so this is final dungeon, the Sky Palace. This dungeon is real long and requires you to change forms at various places, but because we can change our forms at will, we can actually do things a little bit unintended way. So here's the part we should do as a mouseman, but I can just change to the birdman and not deal with any of that. I still have to deal with the clouds, but they're not as annoying. Except that one cloud. That one cloud is very annoying. Okay, here's a room for which I always take out the Muramasa because they're pretty tough enemies which fire like crazy, as you see. So I prefer to just take care of them like this. And back to Tasmanian sword. Techno, it's pronounced Jędrzejczyk. Okay, here comes the part for the Lion Man. But again, we're gonna just choose it with whatever we want. Also, yes, there are some hidden passages here, which we can go through. And you might notice that one of the rooms repeated multiple times just with various enemies. And yes, it does repeat.
And speaking of repeats, I might repeat again that if you subscribe right now, your subscription gets actually doubled by our sponsor HyperX. That also counts for Twitch Prime subscriptions and even gift subs. So if you feel generous, throw out some gift subs to the amazing people in chat, and that sub gets doubled. It helps us double twice, not just the Twitch part, but also the HyperX part.
Okay, so here comes the final boss. You're meant to fight him as Bird, but I'm gonna use Lion for more damage, and he's pretty random where he spawns. If he spawns at his highest altitude, I cannot hit him until he goes lower. Like this. I have to wait for him now. But other than that, he's pretty easy. Okay. So we're getting very close to the end. And it's gonna be time. Okay, 36:18 on my clock. That's not bad. Even gold at the Thunder Ring split, so that's pretty good.
Yes.
So,
Thank you. That was amazing to watch. Any last words?
Shoutouts to my French friend Sinahel. She was one who introduced me to the original game, and if I remember right, she also was one of the beta testers of this game. So shoutouts to her. And shoutouts to ESA Marathon for having me here.
You are welcome. All people are welcome here. We are here together.